for the Zion, everything is super nice, but not going to be the case. An immediate lock-in of the Talia as well. Humanoid, going to be pretty happy to take that one. Humanoid, definitely someone that we need to see having a bit more of an active role here.
Moving forward, minion wave just being thinned out, and while that's happening, Razork is up in the top lane. Feathers fly, Mercer's rooted, the polymorph comes up, and Mercer may go down. First blood to Fnatic. There's another fight in the river. Jankos forced to flash for his life. Level 4 for Yurubi, sends the Sand Soldiers forward. Slide, the glide, there's no divide, he's only level 4. Fnatic get a second before it's traded backwards.
He's no mana.
Now Ruby's got no more mana. Run out of space, run out of soldiers, but here comes Ebby. Decimating Smash comes out, and it's Fnatic that have got 3 kills. The shove backwards, Ebby's got no flash, and he's taken down 4 kills to Fnatic.
Oscarden has 1,000 gold lead at the 4-minute mark. Fnatic have come along. On the ward, will EQ over the wall, but Razork's in position.
Well, gonna charge up that Q, knocks back Jankos, seismic shove to the 5th, kill secured. And Fnatic, this year has been for Fnatic. In terms of the regular season games, they have lost 8 regular season games in a row. That does skirmishes and the time spent away. Now Jankos looking to get involved. The only kill Heretics have secured is with Jankos. He's got himself that Cataclysm available. He can lock in Oscarinen, who has no flash. Oscarinen's got himself the kill already, and at least replies with 1 back. So a 1-for-1 trade maybe pushes that wave forward. Right now, gonna set themselves up. Cease, desist, Mercer, you cannot flash from that one, buddy. But he's put enough distance that Humanoid and Advienne cannot get in range. Mercer's waddling his way forward. The Weaver's wall is thrown off, and your route is cut off. Another kill to Fnatic, and they extend that lead even further.
Immediately, Jack Spectra gets the hell out of the bot lane, but it may not be quick enough.
It may not. The depth charge comes out as well. Denton blows into that dredge line. Fnatic are not.
This is insane. Humanoid spot it, Ruby.
Well, Ruby gets caught by the seismic shove, stepped on top of the unraveled earth, uses the Emperor's Divide, but the threaded volley's not coming out. Sand Soldier to 200, 150. Humanoid's low 80, down to 7. 7 hit points, and Advienne wants to turn it around. Slap him with the anchor. This spring. 4-1-0, 2-0-1. You are showing up and shutting up the Heretics members. But at what cost, as Razork will overextend? Fnatic feeling themselves a little. Jankos forced to use that flag and dragon. Way! Plate gank secured, but at the cost of the dragon. So 2 now in Fnatic's back pocket. And I think they're going for a dive, Dagda.
Yeah, Razork on the way, Humanoid here as well. Stun is perfect. Ebby forced to flash early.
He survives for now. Wallbreaker being charged up, knocked backwards. Oscarinen, and a little bit of threat. While that's going on, potential fights in the top lane. It's Fnatic. They get themselves a kill down bottom. Run, Oscar, and he manages to get away from
really want to try and get some answer back, but it might just be the tower in response to Oscarinen in that bot side. So at least Heretics get first tower, but it will be answered immediately with more value for Fnatic.
And now this is where the Shine on Lulu, they're going to be looking at frontlining and going forward, and you want Zeri and Azir to do things. For Fnatic, they can play side lane. They've got pick power with the Vi, the Talia, but not that is available to Ruby. Fnatic inside the pit. In actual fact, the wall is used to prevent the retreat. The dredge line finds no target. Dragon down to 4,000. Conquering, shifting, soldiers move forward. Cataclysm comes out to Resort. Everything thrown in the river is Jankos. That gets the dragon. The cease, the desist. Picks up the kill onto Jankos, and as Oscarinen runs for his life, he's dropped. Ebby flashes to buy some time. 3 members of Heretics are running away for now. And Ebby in zombie form chasing. 1, 2 members down. Humanoid hops over, threading that. Leaned into the 5v5, right? They literally saw the timer, they ran into the river, and they just brawled it out. ARAM style. Oscarinen no flash, not going to be jumped on by Jankos, but for Fnatic, decimating smash charge, won't find a target. Oscar gets the stun, seismic shove out. Razork will not find another, and still dancing on the threat ranges. Empress Divide to buy time. Oscarinen uses the stopwatch, and Reckless remains untouched. Oscar flashes off to safety as Reckless is throwing out the feathers. Still got the ult available to him. Fnatic are destroying Heretics.
They started checking every brush along the way so they didn't get caught out, and Ebby ends up giving his life. Like, watch at the start of this, Fnatic then able to kite back, turn it around. Oscarinen did a really good job here of buying time, using the
Heretics to fight them. It's simply not working, and I'll give some credit there to Ruby. I didn't expect him to do even 3,000 damage.
But catches Oscarinen in that as well, so Oscarinen now in a little bit of trouble, forced to hop away. Should get the tower on bot side though.
Well, tower will drop. Razork steps forward. It is A little bit of an intriguing set of abilities here. Both teams, individuals looking to create opportunities. No one really being able to do so. Oh, the Dragon Strike. Just a little short, but the recall finishes. Cataclysm locks in multiple members. Reckless forced to flash away. Blade Call is backwards. Nobody's died just yet. At the end, Dredge lines forward. That will cost him his life. Remember, as soon as that recall finishes, all of a sudden, Heretics pull the trigger. Oscarinen is applying pressure in the top lane. Fnatic trying to buy as much time as they can. Decimating smash out. Ruby flashes forward. The divide sends Fnatic the safety, but Reckless is shut down. Jack Spectre gets the kill, and Humanoid will be the next target. Threaded Volley gets himself another. While that's going on, Oscarinen is applying pressure in the top lane.
Should be able to get the top tier too, but won't get much more. Yanko's in a position to make sure that he can try and catch this, but really nice job from
Waiting for the trigger. Waiting for him to go forward. Holding on to it for now. Weaver's Wall. Cuts off Sion. He gets pulled backwards by the Dredge line, by the seismic shove. Throws out the ulti for at least the knockup. The Cataclysm comes forward. Razok is locked in. It's 1-for-1. Support for top laner, but Zombie Zion is doing so much. Oscar is running for his life. Razok engages and Reckless is trying to find the feathers, but he can't do it just yet. Jack Spectre's untouched. Wild Growth has kept him alive, and he is zapping his way through members of Fnatic. Heretics may have just won the fight. Sparks over the wall. Reckless feathers fly. Can't Blade Call them backwards yet, but it's Heretics that win. It's Heretics that stop the soul. It's Heretics that get the dragon.
And that's what we said. At 3 items, Heretics come alive, and immediately they find the team fight after, even sending Ebby to the top lane to here. They spotted it on the blue ward right as the recall finished. Fnatic get to sneak away the Baron.
They managed to sneak it out despite the fact Ebby gets their Weaver's Wall used this time flawlessly. The ensuing fight, Cataclysm comes down. Ebby's already dead. Fnatic are losing one, losing another as Oscarinen is using that counter-strike to avoid so much damage. Reckless holds on to his flash. Humanoid's throwing out those threaded volleys. It's a one dragon. Now they've got the Baron. I imagine there'll be more confidence on the side of the Fnatic fans. We're a minute from the next. Got the hourglass as well. 30 seconds for the dragon. It's Humanoid being chunked out. It's Ebby. Stop eating Dredge lines, man! He's taken out by Fnatic once more. Cataclysm has been used, and it does naught to help.
Started. Humanoid sends through the wall, and it's a beautiful setup.
Dredge line connects on the Yankos, and Fnatic pounce. They want to take
Wait a second.
Got the dragon secured. The soul has been picked up. It was Reckless that finalized it. But now 1-2 members of Fnatic are down. Jack Spectre gets thrown backwards. Humanoid with the seismic shove of all seismic shoves. I need to see. I really feel like it was the seismic shove that caught Jack Spectre. I want to watch that on the replay. Huge ability that just completely unlocked the win. Reckless finishes off the dragon. Fnatic are on an 8-game losing streak. They have not won in 50 days. It is the worst regular season loss streaks that we've ever had. Boy, Astralis G2 Mad Lions. Fnatic need to close this game out and then look to tomorrow to Koi. Look to next week to pick up those wins to make it back into the group stage. Ebby will already be taken out. The rest of Heretics simply cannot step into the Mantra to hit their targets.
It's because they don't have a front line. The Ebby just gets blown up immediately every single time, and Yanko's barely. Now with Baron, they immediately turn onto this top side. Still 15 seconds until Ebby's up.
This has to be the final push yet. 10 seconds for Ebby to spawn. Baron and Part Minions engaged from Razor. The cease and desist. Yankos running for his life. GA is procced, and Super Minions now in 2 lanes. Razor starting to step away. Survives for now. Jack Spectre's flash will come up in just a moment. The Sand Soldiers are sent forward. Yankos goes 2. There's no Cataclysm available to him. Look for that seismic shove. Ultra Shock goes out. That will catch Yankos. Oscarinen leap strikes backwards. Reckless can still throw the feathers out and lock people down, but it may not be needed. Emperor's Divide goes out, but Reckless is unstoppable. With Jack Spectre down, with Ebby following suit. Ruby's the last man standing, and Oscarinen puts him in the fountain. Fnatic, after 50 days, after 8 losses in a row, will finally stand up, will finally take a Nexus, and will win their first game of spring.
First game that they get an ace.